All right, welcome back. Time for the boys' game tonight. Squirrel game of the week, Lomega and Okarche. Starting lineups being introduced. Lomega 2-0. Justin Edsel, the head coach. They beat Dover 54-50 and Drummond 61-54. Okarche about ready to be introduced. Coach West telling us about the hype video they had done. And Adam, we're just on the precipice of what's about to happen. He said there's going to be a laser light show in the gym.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
More,
like OSU,
towards the middle of basketball season.
You know, we didn't do a uniform breakdown in the last game. I forgot to do that, but I can definitely tell you this, that Okarche wins the competition for the greatest intro videos that I've seen so far.
It's unrivaled.
Oh, my gosh. It's great.
This is a pretty young Okarche team as well. Two freshmen in the starting lineup.
So now PK's been playing for quite a while for Okarche, I believe. He's been playing since he was fairly young. So,
did you want to do a uniform commentary here?
Yeah. I'm going to give Okarche the edge on this. Very old school. I mean, like extremely old school. Like they don't have a logo. It's just Okarche. And Lomega, I'm going to say Okarche on this one. And on the girls' game, I'm probably going to go with Lomega. I dug the black. I like black uniforms.
I got to tell you, I know it's tough being old in today's society, but Lomega had no chance when they walked into this gym against these uniforms. These are the
right
finest
here?
uniforms I've seen all season in football or basketball.
They look like Ripley.
They're amazing. Giving Coach West high marks for these threads. They're sensational.
Nice take.
Oh, that was. Count it. Score the bucket for Hunter Muggenborg. You know, this game looks like it might be about 120 miles an hour as well.
It has a chance. And you've got two Muggenbergs on the floor, so I don't know if those are Jared's kids or if they are, his dad could really play.
I like the script on the jerseys. I like the size of the numbers. They are beauty in its simplicity. Fire away.
Why not?
Looked like that was a good shot. Lance Yost, freshman for Lomega, missed the three.
Oh. Good save.
That was a good save. Yost wide open again.
Bam. Good looking shot.
Yeah, game recognizes game, right, Adam? You knew that was going in.
Duffy just went down. I will tell you this, there won't be anybody that works as hard during this game as Aaron West.
Yeah, he's up and going around already. Aaron said he's got about 9 guys that can play in the starting lineup, and there's another shot. Kelby Ott, the senior, connects from downtown.
Well, Lomega can shoot the ball. They can really fill it up.
And a travel turnover.
And we are going to be blessed with the presence of Kevin Llewellyn at some point. So for all those Lomega fans that want to hear from him, I don't know if the Okarche people necessarily want to hear from him, but they're going to get to. So.
Now, does the visiting coach get to go into the hospitality room?
I think here he does. You know, Kevin and Aaron are pretty good buddies.
That makes me feel good about the hospitality here in Okarche. It's top notch, but even in a rivalry, I think probably the visiting coach should be allowed to go upstairs.
Well, I saw Coach Sheaver, who is the superintendent at Lomega now, and I call him Coach Sheaver because he was at Alva when I was in high school, but I know he was up in the hospitality room earlier on, too. Good ball movement by Lomega.
Oh, that's another three for Ott. I remember my freshman year, we had some, what I think was hostility spill over from a football game and a high school basketball game. One of the Blackwell football coaches and an Alva coach got into some fisticuffs on the way out. So I don't know if that's been mended yet 30 years later, 35. Hopefully so.
Well, their Alva's been a part of some all-out brawls at the wheat capital, I know. Them and Chisholm, you know.
Maybe it's Alva's fault.
It might be in the water in Alva. I think ever since they shut the nightlight down, things have gotten better.
That's a good place to relieve some stress. The nightlight. 3-point shot, corner, good, count it. Easton Roby, freshman. His team's off to a pretty good shooting start so far. Duffy dribbles it off his foot.
Good look.
Oh, what a
block
block.
by Duffy. Goodness, he
way
got
up top. Oh, and Duffy turned it over. And you're right.
He must have heard me giving his sister props earlier on top players from Lomega. I think that's his sister, Emma. And he just putting on a show out here.
Ooh, that was quite a collision.
You know, so much of basketball is predicated off of, you know, stylistically off of how teams play at the collegiate and college level. And, man, it so spills over so much into high school with obviously about every made basket so far we've had has been a three. So yeah, I know it drives some of the basketball traditionalists crazy.
Ott again left open. That one was a little long, and the rebound comes back down to Okarche.
Boom.
Corner three, count it. Jeff Muggenborg. Ooh, turnover. Goes out of bounds off Duffy. I'm getting some reports of snow in Oklahoma City.
That's what I've been getting too. I mean,
now are you buying into the big winter blast that is supposed to be coming in next week?
oh man, you know, Mark, weather is kind of a passion of mine.
Yeah.
You know, that was a dream that still lives. You know, I thought I was going to go to OU and be a weatherman, but then when I saw the physics for meteorologist and engineer class that was there at the Sarkey Center, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to continue on with this. So.
Could be an amateur storm chaser.
I mean, I call myself one. You know, me and Lane Jones, we used to do some storm chasing together. Anything with Lane Jones is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm a
turnover.
I'm kind of a go with the history, you know.
Nice shot and timeout for Lomega. Jeff Muggenborg puts it in. 5 Okarche players, all 5 starters have scored. It'll be a 20-second timeout. Big flakes quickly melted. What I've been told.
Is that what you've been told?
Yes.
So do you still, with your ties to news, now you were a Rick Mitchell guy, right?
That's right.
Now Rick was one of my favorite all-time faves.
Super guy.
Yep.
Doing well down in Dallas.
Yep.
Big Nebraska football fan. There was a lot of discussion about that going on.
That's right.
Meteorologist for the most part. like sports, and usually the sports guys like weather.
That's kind of true.
So.
I like that mix.
Yeah. But hang out in the weather center from time to time.
I think you'd be great doing the weather.
I did spend time in. When I was working at Channel 9, we were all they made me. I was outside looking at the storm. They made us all come in and get into a room inside the old building, which they just moved out of today. And Gary England comes in to broadcast from inside that building, and I thought, we're all going to die if he's off the set in here. He was in there for about 30 seconds and then went back outside.
One of my claim to fame with Gary England was I won the spelling bee at middle school at Fairview and got a king-size Snicker bar from Gary England. I still remember it to this day.
That's big.
He's a legend in Sealing, you know.
Yes.
I think his family owned the grocery store there forever. I miss Gary. He was so calming.
Well, when he tells you to take cover, then if he's going to take cover, then you need to take cover. That's right. That was a big storm that night. It blew right over the top of the TV, Channel 9, Channel 5, and then hit right on I-35 near Frontier City.
Oh, I remember that one. In fact, my girlfriend in high school at the time was at Frontier City when that happened. I remember that.
That was a pretty good one. Okarche's pressure has really made a big difference in this game so far. And there's another turnover.
I'm guessing it's probably making for some cool scenes at these football games across the state.
Long three, no. Rebound from Lance Yost. Pinkerton misses. And the rebound taken away by the Raiders.
It almost make you tired just watching this game.
It really is. It's up and down. It's got a pace to it.
Well, OBA has really opened up a big lead on Balco now, 40 to 14. We were talking about that game earlier on.
Balco's had some really tough competition this year. Three ball, count it. Brooks Ulenate. Third player to hit a three for Lomega, 16-12. Nice post move. Can't get it to go.
His body's on the floor everywhere.
Rebound and put back by Jeff Muggenberg.
Now, who'd have thought that Pawhuska would have a first-round exit in the playoffs, but they are down 42-8 at halftime. So
it's tough for them moving up from Class A to 2A.
A game that's relevant to the people of these two communities watching. Kingfisher is tied with Lone Grove, 14-all in the fourth quarter. And we have another score of interest we talked about is Crossings is all over Millwood.
Really?
28 to nothing. Or I'm sorry, I think that score may have been wrong. It's 28-22. Millwood leads Crossings. Somebody had put it in wrong. So.
Well, that's still a little bit of a surprise.
Shannon Hayes fixed that score for us. Somebody had put it in there wrong. So.
Got a nice DM from Josh Muggenberg. Tell us to join the broadcast.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That might be one of the more synonymous names in Kingfisher County. I'm probably related to him somehow through the family my father married into. I'm about related to everybody.
It's impressive.
We have a Thanksgiving mark.
That's why we had the ribs tonight.
Yeah, we've got a Thanksgiving every year in Kingfisher, and I'm going to say it's close to the century mark of the amount of people that are there.
That's awesome. Ouch. Jeff Mungerberg went down there like the floor was maybe a little wet. Mungerberg with the steal, a nice step through and bucket. He's got 9. Timeout, Lomega. 20-12. Boy, there's been a lot of action in this one. It's been up and down.
It has. We expected that too. Had a good talk with Mr. Osterhout before the game, and the officials were aware of the pace that this game could go at. But so far, I mean, it's been kind of helter-skelter as far as pace goes, but not a lot of turnovers, just a lot of missed buckets and a lot of people falling on the floor.
Yeah, it really – I like this Kingfisher team a lot. Good mix of young and older players. Excuse me, Okarche team a lot.
I think the Kingfisher team you'll probably like too as well.
I think they're going to be pretty good. I will say this. The Yellow Jackets are the defending champs with 4 starters coming back off last year's team. But in that class, Douglas.
Oh, man.
A big move in from Del City. Terry McMorris. Crossings Christian adds 2 freshmen, one of which is going to be in the top 100 of this class. I put that with Cal Furnish and some of the rest of the players there. Class 4A is loaded.
I'm telling you, Cal is so fun to watch. I used to play pickup ball with his dad, and he plays like his dad.
Would you I'm advocating that the Yellow Jackets be number 1, but I think some others would say potentially Douglas. Nice block shot. Cooper Baumhoff. You didn't answer my question.
I'm going to go with Kingfisher
okay,
1,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I was gathering my thoughts. I'm just always so impressed with the way they can defend. And late in the year, they're just one of those teams. You know, we saw them early in the year, and I'm not going to lie to you, in the week capital, and Alvish had a really good chance to beat them in the week capital. And you know, Coach Reese had told me that he's like, you know, we're kind of a work in progress, but man, late in the year they look like a whole different team.
Well, the defense really is so amazing. I went through and looked at some numbers. In the state tournament games that they've won in the last 3 years, I think they've only given up more than 40 one time. And in the regular season, in games that are out of hand, in which the opponent, you're going to put some guys in and they're going to have some guys in. I don't know that they've given up 50 more than 2 or 3 times in the last few seasons. That's
playing some really good
do.
competition, too. It looks like we're going to have Coach Llewellyn. He's going to come take my spot.
22-14, the score. I'm not used to seeing you usually till March.
Well, nice to see you.
It's good to see you too. What a ball game that was tonight. You guys got down early and maintained composure against a really, really aggressive full court press.
Yeah, you know, we turned it over a lot early. Didn't handle it very good. I thought we settled down pretty good midway through the second quarter, and I told them when we get it to 10, maybe 6 at halftime, something we'd have a chance, and they did a pretty good job of that at the end of the second quarter. You know, we got it to 6 at halftime, and then came out to start the third quarter. I thought we played really well.
Yeah, and you got some big buckets right out of the halftime break. Looked like you got a shot for Darcy Roberts right away there. And
had to.
Yeah, the lead got down to 0 there, and then it just went your way. But those seniors that have carried you to so many wins, they're on the bench tonight at the end of the game.
Yeah.
You got to like the way your freshmen play.
You know, I told them in the locker room, I said, you can do a lot of things if you play hard, and those freshmen will play hard. You know, we made a lot of mistakes. They made a lot of mistakes, made a lot of freshman mistakes, but they played extremely hard and played well.
I saw you laughing with Darcy Roberts on the bench late in the game. It looked like Paige Wheeler. I could just see what she means in practice to you guys. She must be a complete pest because she went in there and got a little bit of a foul, but I thought she was a big difference in the game tonight with her.
Her and Oleana Lawson both. just the aggressiveness of those two. They're the ones that kind of sparked us in the second quarter also, when we went and subbed. And, no, they played really well.
What does this game mean to these two communities? It's a fantastic rivalry. You only play it once a year.
Yeah, it's outstanding. I mean, look at the crowd here. There's probably not too many small school games tonight that have this many people. And to honor a guy like Coach Black tonight is great. He coached whenever I was playing at Lomega, and he's always been a really good friend, guy that you could talk to and everything, as a young coach, and helped me out a lot.
And I like the fact that really it is kind of the kickoff to the basketball season. You guys get a head start on a lot of the other schools that are playing basketball, but I think this lets both these communities know that basketball season's on.
Oh, yeah, and we've talked about moving this game to later in the year where it's not quite so ragtag maybe as it was tonight, but it's good to it's good to have this game early, I think. Have it early. We're not in the same class. We go play a good team right off the bat, see where you're at, and just build on that for the rest of the year.
You hadn't beaten them since 2017, and I don't know that matters to you very much, as much success as you had. But what does that mean here within the rivalry of the two
It
schools?
means, actually, that means a lot. They've had our number pretty good. The COVID year we didn't get to play them, and that was the year we were pretty good.
Right.
But they've beat us pretty good the last 2 or 3 times. Last year was overtime, but they've had our number pretty good. I told the girls tonight that we needed to, at least play well, and we did. Win or lose tonight, I would have been fine either way. The way we played. But it's a big game. It's a big game. All these kids know each other, and so it makes it a little bit bigger.
Well, I think you have to feel pretty good about your team's ability to bounce back from some adversity to what you did tonight in a game that means this much.
Yeah, and that's what I told them. I said, you can play with anybody. Anybody, if you play like that, you can play with anybody that we play. Anybody that's on our schedule. It doesn't make any difference if you're down 10 or if you're up 10. After tonight, you should know that you can come back or you can lose it, either one, if you play as hard as you did tonight every single time you step on the floor.
Tell me a little bit about your senior class. Like I said, that they had some foul trouble tonight. Some of the girls that have been really, really outstanding players for you. But
Darcy Roberts is an absolute stud. I mean, there's nobody in Class B better than her, I promise you. She's as good. She's as complete a player as there is. Shooting it, handling it, rebounding it, everything that she does. Sydney Walker has been hurt since last year's state tournament. She just got out of a boot about 3 weeks ago. Since the state tournament last year, she's either been in a boot or a cast. So she's working her way back, and I thought she had a really big game for us defensively, especially second half.
Her defense was a big differentiator in the game. They stopped getting points in the paint, and that was a big difference.
And, those two have started since they were freshmen, so they've been 2-time state champs, state runner-up. So they've been there. They know what it takes, and it's – I've told everybody we're going to be a really mixture this year of those two, and then you've got Abby Swart that's a junior who's started and played in those state tournaments, state championship games, and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got all those freshmen. And those three, we're going to lean on them as hard as we can. We're going to take some mistakes on those freshmen, but we're going to play them. We're going to ride with them and roll with them and play hard.
I like your chances with them. Give me a little scouting report on the boys' team.
They shoot it really good. Kelby Ott, he can shoot at 50. He can really knock it down. I think by the end of this year, our boys are going to be better than they were last year. We lost a pretty good player last year with Blake Snowden, but having Lance Yost as a freshman, number 0 there, he kind of keeps us under control just a little bit. Pretty heady player for a freshman. Got a lot of guys that can play, a lot of different guys that can score. So he'll have a leading scorer a few different nights. This will be a big test for them because, Okarche, the way they play, get you out of control. We've been out of control a little bit here in the first half, I think. Kind of like my girls. But they're going to play extremely hard. Coach Etzel does a great job with them, always has them prepared and who they need to cover and all that kind of stuff, has a good scouting report. So I think they'll be there at the end of the year.
Now, how many kids are in school that aren't out for basketball?
Not very,
so that's
not very many.
Bench.
It is, we talk about it all the time with the teachers, and, I'm the elementary principal down there, and our high school principal is Corey Wilson. And, everybody says, world's going to the end, nobody wants to do anything.
Right.
It's
bad generation, young kids, yeah.
It's not that way at Lomega. It's not that way at Okarche either, you can tell.
Sure.
Small schools, The girls cheer for the boys cheer for the girls. You know, everybody plays. If you don't play, you're at the game, you know. So, I mean, it's still a big deal to all these kids. So, it's still pretty cool to see.
Yeah, no, it's great to see. Now, Adam and Michael Swisher have told me about the mess at the concession stand.
If you ever come to Lomega, I'll buy you a mess, a double.
Just tell me when I need to come. I've not been to Lomega to a game, but I'm definitely down to do it. So what games should I come to this year?
You want to call our ceiling Lomega game at Lomega?
That will be fantastic. Yeah,
it's the first Saturday in February.
Okay, all right, let's put that down.
And I will get you a double mess.
Okay.
And you'll never have anything as good as a double mess from Lomega, I promise you.
I'm in. That should be a fantastic game.
I hope. You know, my niece put it on me last year. Bracy Nyberg, you know, that's my niece. And they put it on us pretty good at ceiling last year. And I think she scored 40 through 3 quarters. So I've had to hear about that for a long time. So, no, I hope we can give her a little bit better game this time.
That might be, a Class A, Class B championship match.
It really could. Yeah. I mean, it'd be fun.
Very good. Kevin, thanks for your time, man.
Thank you, Mark.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Congratulations on a big win tonight.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Kevin Llewellyn, head coach of the Lomega girls, done a great job with that program, multiple state championships, and a big win tonight here, coming from behind, trailed by 12 points. At one point, came back to win in the second half. Outstanding performance all across the board. Get back to a little bit of the action here. 30-16, Okarche has played really well. They've harassed Lomega into some tough shots. Lots of turnovers with great defense. The foul. 1-and-1 opportunity coming up from Lomega. Free throw line will be Cade Sloy. Wholesale substitutions coming in for Okarche. Three-point shot wide from Yost. Going to get it back. Thought about another three. Nice pass inside. Bucket to Owen Duffy. Can't beat that offer.
Double mess. I didn't even know that was a real thing.
Yeah, apparently it is.
I've never been a.
You think they put that
one of those?
You think they put that in a bigger container?
So this is true. When Kevin, I used to go to Lomega and call games when I was still in college, and I told Kevin that he was like, well, do we need to pay for, because back then they paid for your gas too, Well, now they don't because they pay officials much higher, which they need to because we have a shortage and
right,
But I would tell Kevin, I'm like, I don't need gas money. I just need I need at least the mess twice, pregame and then postgame. That's all I require. He'd always have it.
What's the mess run? Like $6-7?
Yeah, I think it's that much. I think with inflation, it might be $8 now.
I mean, that seems like it's worth it. Oh, Okarche can't get it to go. A lid on it. Finally, Owen Duffy comes away with a rebound from Lomega. And the Raiders are going to go back to the free throw line here for another 1-and-1. A lot easier to score from the free throw line without this harassing defense all over you. Duffy misses a free throw. Long three is no good. And there's another foul. Sloy will go to the free throw line. And 5 new players into the game for Okarche. Coach West getting a lot of players in and out of the game.
Yeah, and that's his philosophy and theory. He likes to play, a lot of players, the style they play, the pace they play at. It's kind of necessary. I'm going to tell you what, I know that Coach West is going to be really excited when you take a look at the player on the end wearing the purple long sleeves when he gets up there to that age to play. That's Aaron's son.
Looks like he's about in the 5th grade. Is that right?
He's a youngster. Heard he's a baller, too.
Fifth graders aren't eligible for varsity play. They have to be pretty special.
See some 8th graders do it.
Yep. 2 more free throws coming up for Lomega. They're making this game a little closer.
That first game, Okarche really controlled the first half, the girls' game. So I don't know if you don't know this about Coach Llewellyn, but as good of a basketball coach he is, and I'm going to say this, he is a better fisherman.
Really? Is
Yeah.
he like pro bass fisherman or?
He could be.
Walleye?
But he does a lot of fishing out of Canton and Cobb, along with the Nyberg boys. In fact, they both guide. So if you ever want to have a really good time with a group of guys, look up Kevin. He'll put you on fish, and so would the Nyberg brothers too as well, and their dad Brandon. So.
No, what kind of fish are they? Is it?
So they're gonna be fishing for striper and walleye and hybrids out of Canton. So Lucky Lou's is Kevin's guide service. He's gonna have to hand me a $20 bill or something because I'm getting him some free service here or free advertising. And then B Guide is the Nybergs, I believe. That's the name of their. But
when was the last time you had walleye?
It's been a while, but I had striper at the Red Dirt campout.
Boy, you picked a good weekend for that, huh?
It was nice. It was chilly on Friday. It actually snowed in Fairview a little bit on Friday. We were out there watching your show Friday night.
Well, at least it was not tonight because it's much chillier.
I don't know if you saw this. I got to show you this because I know you've been. This might be the reason why you're wondering why Piedmont was up. Check that video out.
What? Oh my gosh, that's in Midwest City.
Yeah.
What? That's stunning.
I had Piedmont is one of our network schools, and I had a gentleman from Piedmont send that Twitter link to me.
I'm not sure how what the snow would do for either one of those sides, but that was a pretty significant amount of snow.
Yeah, I mean, look right there. It's in the video because it's live. I mean, there's a lot of them. Look at the El Reno-McGinnis game. There's snow on the field there, too.
Wow.
I think it's kind of let up is what I heard, the recent update.
Well, it has to be a surprise. If it wasn't, I'd been hearing about it on the weather for the last 5 days, and then there was no mention of it.
Wow.
Wow, that score is 45-35.
Man.
Piedmont. There's going to be more points scored in that game than this game. Okarche will reset the offense. Minute to go in the first half.
Big
Free
shot.
ball, count it. Shot is up and in. Easton Roby made the last 3. And a travel. Timeout. 12-point lead. Or it's just substitution. Jonah Pendergraft is in, and Brooks Ulenek in for Lomega. Good rebound underneath. PK Harris with a rebound and put back. Big advantage for Lomega in this half shooting free throws. Next free throw goes for Jonah Pendergraft, 5'7" sophomore. There's only the 5th foul of the half on Lomega. See what kind of shot they can get here in the final 7 seconds. Lefty, jump shot, put up, no. Rebound inside, no. And that will take us to the halftime break. Okarche jumped out to a nice size lead at the beginning of the first quarter. And hold on here going into the break. 37-24 in favor of the Warriors. We'll take a halftime break and come back to the second half here on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
When you're in the market for a new truck, what typically goes through your mind? Hi, it's John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Is it make, the model, and from where? The Ram 1500s and 2500s are outstanding trucks, so it might just be the dealership you choose. At Johnson's of Kingfisher, our auto family has been providing Oklahoma families with quality trucks and great customer service for more than 90 years. Not many dealerships can say that. Come meet our family and take advantage of the great pricing on new Ram 1500s and 2500s during the Ram Power Days at Johnson's of Kingfisher.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
When you're in the market for a new truck, what typically goes through your mind? Hi, it's John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Is it make, the model, and from where? The Ram 1500s and 2500s are outstanding trucks, so it might just be the dealership you choose. At Johnson's of Kingfisher, our auto family has been providing Oklahoma families with quality trucks and great customer service for more than 90 years. Not many dealerships can say that. Come meet our family and take advantage of the great pricing on new Ram 1500s and 2500s during the Ram Power Days at Johnson's of Kingfisher.
All right, welcome back. About to get underway here in the third quarter. 37-24 in favor of Okarche. Look at some of the first half statistics that stand out here. 13 turnovers for the Warriors, 18 turnovers for the Raiders. Lomega has been in the bonus for most of the contest. They were only able to convert half of their 12 free throws. Bright spot for Lomega. They have hit 4 of 11 from downtown. For Okarche, it's been offensive rebounding. That's been the big story of the game. They've out-rebounded Lomega 12-1 on the offensive glass.
Jeez.
A lot of extra possessions. When you combine 18 turnovers and 12 offensive rebounds, then you get to see why the game is a 13-point game.
Congratulations to Preston girls and Riley Torrey with another big-time victory. They beat Okarche girls earlier on in the year. Looks like they pulled off the victory over Dale. Let's switch over to the boys' side, and that boys' game is in overtime. Dale and Preston. Dale leads 54-46 in OT.
Another steal from Okarche. And that somehow rolled out. Jeff Muggenberg, I don't know how that didn't drop.
Kind of digging the hairdos of the Muggenbergs.
Yeah, all right.
They got the throwback uniforms, the throwback hairdos.
I mean this with all due respect, but it looks like low maintenance, right?
Yeah. I mean, you don't need any gel for that. You know, I don't know. We probably just wake up, right?
I think so.
Kind of like it.
Free throw for Hunter is good, 1 of 2. He's got 3. Oh, and almost a steal. Another steal and another turnover for Lomega. It goes right back. Yost has it stripped. Spot up 3 for Pinkerton. Count it. Wyatt Pinkerton. He's got 8. Back at you, Brooks Ulanake. Three ball from Roby is no good. Nice tip and foul underneath. PK Harris will go to the free throw line.
Coach Etzel wants a timeout.
Full timeout, we'll take it with him. 41-27, Okarche, 6:32 to go in the third.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Welcome back. Free throws coming up for Harris. First one's good. Got them both. Foul called on Pinkerton in the backcourt. That is team foul number 2.
How great is Okarche's Warrior logo?
It's pretty good.
I love the spear, too.
It's got some new age to it. The O and the spear.
Big time. And just the Warrior.
The half-court logo is fantastic. Easton Roby.
Oh.
His first points in the second half. That one could have gone either way.
You know, Okarche is just relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
They've got some depth, too. I really like this team. I think it's they're going to be a load in Class A. We have maybe a little bit of a changing the guard in Class A this season. Quite a bit of losses for the defending champs, Tushka. Garber, will be a rebuilding year for the Wolverines. Pinkerton for 3.
Pinkerton does a good job getting his feet set. Good looking shot.
Not a good place to turn it over. Pinkerton got caught in the air. Lomega going the other way. Layup by Owen Duffy. This is open gym right now. Five new players coming into the game for Lomega. Three substitutes for Okarche. Pendergraft short. Rebound comes down to Schieber for Okarche. And this is about the most of a half-court set that we've seen in a while. Schieber gets fouled underneath to go to the free throw line for a pair. Free throw's good from Schieber.
So, Mark, I know we're planning a little preseason basketball preview, so I know that yourself and Joe Atkins.
Joe Atkins going to be on there. We'll talk, about been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of movement going around, and so it should be
Now, is Swish going to join you
should be an interesting year. I've not talked to Swish, but Swish is,
Okay.
if we'll do it when he's got time.
I mean,
he's
kind of a man of many hats.
He's got football going on still, and newspapers, and
he's probably going to call me and ask for my opinion about this game. So, because these are two of his teams to cover. Swisher does a great job covering the Kingfisher Times and Press. And Kingfisher, by the way, up late in the game. I need to go to that game real quick to see.
That's a good win for them going on the road.
Yeah, it looks like it may be over.
That's a big Longhorn in the middle of that field.
That sure is, yeah. Kingfisher wins 28-27.
Wow, what a game.
Yes.
Corner three, air ball, no good. And the ball remained with Okarche. Out of bounds off of Ben Marsh, sophomore. Deep three is good. Cooper Baumhoff. More Warriors into the scoring box. Lead is up to 14. Excuse me, the lead is up to 24. Defensive effort has been spectacular here in the second half by Okarche, whether it be the full court press or half court. Forced a ton of turnovers. And another steal. Pinkerton out in the break. Into the lane. Gets it to go somehow. That's a tough shot.
And I get somebody banned in Squirtle.
97-96.
It happens in the playoffs typically this time of the year.
Deep three, Pendergraph, no. And a foul coming over the top. It's going to be Trevor Duffy, the junior.
Enid is up 32-21 over Memorial, so it actually got corrected by somebody. So
I like the fact that they expanded the playoffs in Class 6A. Enid, a school that hasn't won in the playoffs in a long time. Ponca City, a school that hasn't won in the playoffs in a long time.
And they got a W tonight.
Baumhoff misses the three.
This 5A bracket's the one that blows my mind. Piedmont is up 60-35 now. Scores 60 points. Del City ended up winning 41-14.
Nice pass off the miss. Braxton Smith with a good pass.
Bethany has tied up the game against Clinton 27-all. That's a good game there, Weatherford and Blanchard.
We have a loose ball on the floor. Yeah, Bethany handed Clinton one of its only first-round losses in the last 35 years in the playoffs, I believe 3 years ago. So it would be a tough one for the defending champs to go out in the Tornado Bowl home field.
Yeah, we talked about that, what their record was in first round of the playoffs. It was pretty phenomenal. The Beg scores again. It's 40-28 now, fourth quarter. That Millwood Crossings game is a good game. Look at this one.
Eufaula by only 2 over Henrietta. That's a
pretty surprising.
Yeah.
This is pretty surprising score here too. Kiefer must be for real.
Only lost once. There were a couple of teams this year 9-1 on the road in the first round of the playoffs. That's not something you see happen very often.
No, Wynnewood's taking the lead over Minko.
Wynnewood, Stratford, Ringling, a little bit tougher district than normal in that year. That group, CHA, is beating Stratford. That District 3-4 pairing was a tough one in the opening round.
Yeah, it really looks like that Southwest District did not have very many good teams because, you know, I think Walters is a pretty decent team. They won big over Burns Flat, but the rest of those teams got hammered. Apache got hammered, Mangum got hammered, and Snyder got hammered.
Okarche really maintaining their offensive rebounding dominance. Turnovers, minute 44 to go, about to extend this lead up into the 30 category. There it is, 32, Jeff Muggenberg.
That was a very patient possession too for Okarche. Typically you do not see them make that many passes, but very impressive.
This is a team in Lomega that Coach Llewellyn was telling us is improved, thinks will be, by the end of the season, a good quality squad. And it's just not going their way tonight.
No, I would agree. I think they're at a big disadvantage. The style Okarche plays and just the waves of players that they run in, and pair that up with how well Okarche shot the ball tonight. It's a bad recipe. Plus you talked about all the turnovers.
The ball movement's pretty good on this side of the floor.
That was rushed.
But offensive rebound. Really athletic at all positions across the board.
Look.
Aggressive rebound. Easton Roby going in there. Freshman. Yost gets a second of the free throw, 61-30.
Oh, got a player hurt.
Yost comes down with the rebound. Sends it forward.
Oh, goodness.
A lot of contact with no foul. And a foul on this end of the floor. It'll be free throws from PK Harris. Getting a lot of finals coming in now. That Bethany Clinton game is in overtime. Blanchard Weatherford 14-12. Harris misses a free throw.
Looks as if the snow stopped.
I think so. At least it depends on where you are some parts. And that's the end of the third. We'll take a timeout here on the Squirtle Game of the Week. All Okarche, 61-30.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Welcome back. 8 minutes to go. All Okarche. It has been a combination of full court pressure, excellent defense, shooting, offensive rebounding. Have to be impressed with this Okarche team.
In legit uniforms.
Great uniforms. And look, again, talked about Preston as being a 2A contender. I think that they are, 2A is a class that has a lot of rebuilding. Some of the teams that went to the state tournament the last couple of years are rebuilding. That would be with the exception of Dale, who has everyone back off last year's state championship team. But Preston taking them to the wire tonight means that they're going to be a factor in the 2A race.
Well, Preston had a good squad last year. You know, they gave Oklahoma Union all they wanted in that game to go, because Oklahoma Union had been upset earlier in that area bracket. And so I think the expectations for them this year were obviously to be good, but I think there were a lot of people that just assumed that Dale was just kind of walk through the regular season. But it's probably a good early test for Dale. That's probably good for them.
Dale being the Tournament of Champions, along with Kingfisher, Tulsa Memorial,
which we will be there streaming.
Union. Ott misses the three. And another three ball. Jeff Mugenberg. Defensive intensities lacked a little on that possession from Lomega. Foul. We're going to have some free throws coming up. What about the Yellow Jackets this year from Fairview? A chance in the 2A bracket?
Football.
Basketball. To get there?
They
definitely have a chance in the bracket for football.
For sure. Football, yes. And basketball's been a little bit of a struggle. Now, Coach Barton is now coaching the boys, and I think that they've got a lot of talent, just like what they do in football. I think they'll be better this year. I think Olivia, what used to maiden name Mason, played at UCO, star player for Fairview when they won a couple state championships. She's coaching the girls now, and I think she did a lot better job. They got, nice play.
That was a nice bucket.
It's a little razzle-dazzle.
That could make the beginning of the game starting lineup montage.
Highlight video.
Yeah. Mark that. Time code it.
Yeah.
This is just fun time for the Warriors, doing a little bit of everything. I had a coach mention to me that Fairview could be a contender for the state tournament, potentially.
Basketball?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have some players. Yeah, they really will. They were young last year. Pettis kid is a good player. Obviously the Church kid, Bernard's boy. Guffey, that's his mom, Amy, was a heck of a high school player at Ringwood.
Another three. Roby, count it. 41-point lead.
Be interesting. Fairview is, the one thing about Fairview, and I'm not taking anything away from their recent prowess, especially in football, but they are not what you would assume to be a Class A community. They are, the way the ADMs have been the last handful of times that have come out. I think oil and gas has affected their enrollment, but their enrollment is up quite a bit, and so they will not stay in Class A. They're going to be a 2A, 3A type school soon, and that's traditionally where Fairview has resided.
Right.
And you see other communities in the vicinity, like Watonga did the same thing. They dropped, but Fairview will not be there. In fact, Fairview will be in 2A the next time around.
Would you like to take a guess at what the score has been here in the second half?
I'm going to say 40-10.
34-6.
It's close. 36-6.
It's quite a margin. It's been, it's an incredible defensive performance.
Well, here's the thing, too. If you're Lomega, obviously, you'll see Coach West sub, obviously, but when you say sub, he's been playing like 15 guys already, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players over there on the bench plus the 5. So they've played 13 players already.
And they're still continuing to press and make life difficult on the Raiders. Travel. Pinkerton turns it over.
Well, Mark, I'm glad that you were feeling better. That's
I will promise the next time I do this, I'll do a better job. I'm struggling a little bit, but I did not want to miss this game tonight. And it has been great to see all the people here. Love of Oklahoma high school sports.
Not too bad of a drive for you either.
No, not
bad
at all. Not at all.
Do you take that the new Turnpike loop around the south side? Get to Norman? Did you go around through Mustang?
I did not. As you know, all of my friends at Belmar would be mad at me if I took any kind of turnpike. That they're not.
It is so true.
So I
we can't talk about that. That's
I can't even lie. I didn't take the turnpike. I took Banner Road up. I usually like to take a little bit different route.
I like that. That's a good idea. Banner Road. I didn't even think about that one.
I've ventured through some parts of Canadian County that are not normally seen, but I'll go home. Probably through El Reno.
If you felt better and knew there weren't going to be ribs here, you could have parlayed a Sid's trip at El Reno.
Yeah.
Before you came
Well,
up.
there are plenty of options. There are plenty of options out here. That's for sure.
Of course, Ishans. It's not a bad option, right?
Not a bad option at all.
Have you? So they have the brewery here in town, the new brewery.
Oh no, I did not know that.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
It is?
Yes, right over just down the road from Ishans. Can't remember the name of it. They got good food.
They send Traber out here all the time to Carter Chevrolet.
Yeah. And they have that steakhouse now on Main Street here also.
Wow.
Right next to Carter.
I usually get all my information on the small town eateries from Todd Miller and his social media posts. So haven't seen him eat anywhere here in Okarche lately.
He is all over the map. I guess I spoke to Will on my way over, and Will wanted to let me know that Todd was in unfamiliar territory tonight because he didn't have a table, and they were actually literally in the stands calling the game tonight. So that was just a little abnormal for him.
Wow. Tanner McMillan with a 3 in the stands at Preston, huh?
In the stands, yes. I'm really surprised that they got internet over there. The internet is not real great over at Preston. This game has gotten completely out of control.
I'll have to try that. If I wouldn't have been full already, I might go with the nachos to go from.
Oh, what a call. The chili cheese nachos.
The nachos to go from Ishans.
Goodness gracious. That is the most undervalued thing on their menu.
They are pretty underrated.
So I don't mean to upset anybody from Ishans.
It's like being Miss America's sister, you know, if you're a little.
It's true. I don't mean to upset anybody from Okarche here, but I like Roosters there in Hennessy. I don't know if you've been or not, but I mean, it's not Ishans. Don't get me wrong, but.
You did just put it in the same category, I think.
I did. I made a mistake. I'd like to take that back.
You probably don't have to wait as long for a chicken there.
You don't. It's got more of a diverse menu and different things. It's not to the Ishans level of a fried chicken or their fried okra as well.
The bench is being cleared, and the Okarche fans are recognizing this.
A lot of excitement.
Count it. Layup is good. Layup put up and in by Tanner McMillan. And here comes the youngsters.
They're clearing the
Kroner
bench.
In there with Quinn Schneider.
This is always fun.
Luke Harris. Cody Endress. Macklin Smith. Only one senior here on this Okarche team, PK Harris.
And PK's been playing since he's a freshman, too.
This is going to be a team that I think is in the mix for the next few years for sure. Got great size for a Class A team across the board.
You can definitely tell that that's a Snowden from Lomega, #1. I don't know. I don't know how many years consecutive it's been that there's been a Snowden playing at Lomega.
Lost a good one last year.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I need to give a shout out to our crew tonight. So we are actually bringing, this is my original crew, my original Game of the Week crew. So you've got Ethan Sunken producing, you've got Bryce Miller on the one of the cameras, and you've got Caden LaFortune on another camera. So these guys have been with us from day one, and they all kind of have grown so much in the network that they normally don't get to work together. You know, so Ethan normally is running the Pay Dirt show for football, and Bryce produces one game, and Caden produces another game. Sometimes he forgets headsets. But
we made that work.
But it's pretty cool to have these three guys back together working this game with us.
Wow, that's outstanding.
All three Cashin alumni.
We should ask them who they were pulling for.
They're gonna. I'll answer that for you.
Yeah.
Lomega.
Okay,
Probably
gotcha.
should have. I don't even have to ask.
How many miles between Cash and Okarche? 10?
Yeah, not far at all. That's a definite rivalry, too, for sure.
That's a blacktop.
Yeah. They grew up playing each other and everything. I don't think Lomega – I think Lomega and Cashin play in elementary and junior high, but they obviously do not play at varsity. Cashin and Lomega. Kevin's always in a tough spot because it's hard for him to find non-conference games because nobody wants to play him.
Right.
And so, you know, he always plays ceiling. A few years ago, he played Varnum. Played Kiowa one year in a non-conference game. Kiowa drove all the way up here.
Travel,
they did, yeah.
Coach Hadley, one of my favorites at Varnum.
Oh, he's awesome.
Does a good job with that team. Would you like to provide any final thoughts?
Really impressive. I'm very impressed with Okarche. Like you talked about, the style they played. Seems like the Aaron's got pretty good personnel for that. I think in Class A, like you talked about, you know, there's a lot of graduation from some of those top teams. We mentioned some of them. I think this is a team you could see down the road, state tournament. I think, you know, Lomega, shouldn't hang their hat. They've got an opportunity ahead of them, too, in Class B. I think they're going to be a team, like you mentioned, talking to Coach Llewellyn down the road, you'll see, too, have an opportunity.
I thought Okarche just wore them down with the pressure tonight and their length and athleticism. Really like Okarche, and agree that Lomega won't see that kind of athleticism for the most part night in and night out in Class B. I was really impressed with both girls' teams tonight. Okarche played well, got into foul trouble. That hurt them, but just the calm and collective coolness of the Lomega team with freshmen coming out there and playing, you could just really tell that really Coach Llewellyn feels great about his young girls and freshmen on that team. They're going to be really good.
Well, I mean, it's just they expect to win, you know. So when you've won like they have so much, I don't think that those kids believe that they're ever out of any game that they're playing in. And, you know, the tides kind of turned in that game. The two better players started getting going, and it just changed the dynamic of the game and put pressure back on Okarche. And I think that's, why we saw that game result in the way we did.
All right, that'll do it. 83-34, the final of the boys' game. Okarche beats Lomega. Lomega girls win over Okarche in the first part of our doubleheader tonight. We'll see you again down the road in the Squirtle Game of the Week.